We are here today. I'm Lisa. This is Caitlyn
Hi.
Nyhart, and I'll tell you why she's here in a little bit, but just be patient. Super exciting, though. And then we have Kaylee, Heidi, Jess is in a meeting, and over there is Madeline, Chicken Madeline. Blah, blah. She never wants to come on live, so whatever. But we'll let her off. Okay, I'm going to do some announcements. But as you all jump on, you know that we have prizes every time we do a live, and we have some special prizes today because where was I? Where did I just get home from on Monday night at 11 o'clock at night? So I'm still kind of adjusting. I woke up at 3 o'clock today and stitched for a little bit and then went back to bed and woke up at 8 and I had an 8:30 appointment. So it wasn't fun, but I made it. But that's how life goes, right? Okay, so let's go through some announcements here. We have, these are my favorite
Something
things to do.
wrong with is your mic hitting your necklace maybe?
Oh, we got some funny noises going on.
Yeah, it's just kind of.
I'll put my necklace in. All right, is that better? Hello, hello. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. That's always my test. So Kaylee's going to hear that long after I'm dead. Is it good?
We're just getting past the delay.
Oh, okay. All right. So there's a little delay from when I talk and when you guys actually hear it. So
it sounds better.
Sounds better?
Yeah.
All right. I promise I'll try not to. Oh, here, I was going to put this in my sweatshirt so it didn't. Okay. There. All right. So if you see anything funny up there that I should know, let me know. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Love my sweatshirt. I have Christmas nails, but at least my sweatshirt is in the right season. So I was just at market where there's a lot of Christmas fabric being sold. It was Moda's 50th anniversary. We partied like rock stars. They treated us so well. We had a drone show. There were jelly rolls and sewing machines and fabric in the sky. And of course, wonderful meals. And it was just awesome. The only sad thing is there wasn't a lot of people at market. There was not. So I hope that, we come out of that somehow. But I think we did a lot of goofing around, put it that way. But I got to meet a lot more of the new designers and spend some time with them. So it was fun. But, I hope that we're going back to Houston someday, but I don't know about next year. We'll see. Okay, announcements. But yes, my shirt, nice and cozy. These are those oat collectibles. We had several different styles. There was black, there was gray. Some of them said pumpkin spice. I think I wore that one last year. But yeah, okay. We might still have some in the shop. I don't know. Do we?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Madeline was just shopping down there because. All right. Sit and Stitch is October 21st, AM and PM opportunity. And all the clubs that I'm talking about are from 9 to 4. They are serving lunch as well. And I believe they are $25 if you register in advance and $30 a day if there's openings that day. But please call before. All right, and the gatherings numbers on everything if you want to sign up for some of these groups. And they're very social, right? This is where you're going to meet friends. This is where you're going to hang out for the day. So you will sew from 9 to 4 all day long for only $25 and eat lunch. Then we have Featherweight Club November 3rd, along with Bernina on the same November 3rd because we do the sewing machines together. We also have Cross Stitch November 5th. October 12th is rug hooking. We also have Stitchers Gathering, which is October 20th. We have Wool Club, October 29th. We have Linda Hershka coming the 24th and the 25th of October as well, 9 to 4 each day. Lunch is provided. You can stay if you are coming from out of town. We have room yet. So get a hold of the gathering if you want to know all about how to make awesome custom machine quilting, and it can be for domestic or long arm. Linda knows how to do both. And then we also are having a purge and splurge sale, and we need some vendors for that. If you want to come after going through and purging your sewing area, if you want to sell some of those items, to get rid of them so you can make room for new stuff, or, maybe just downsize a little bit because you're not going to make all those things you bought 20 years ago. And then we also have Purge and Splurge sale. So this is, you come that day and November 1st, you can buy everybody else's goodies, because what's one person's trash is another person's treasure. I think they talk about that, right? Yes, Madeline shops in my stash all the time.
Yeah, Jake and I do lots of street shopping too. I would too.
You would too. All right. And then we have our lunch tickets now are online. So if you want to purchase lunch for our Primitive Christmas event, so here's your chance to get them ahead of time. And we don't sell them anywhere but online, so we can keep track of who bought what in case you lose them. So those are already online. And here's the menu. We have a potato bar on Thursday. Friday is hot beef. Saturday is tacos. So there's the prices there. So it'll be fun. And then also the Primitive Christmas event itself is the 20th through the 23rd. We have a scrappy quilt show that's going to be super fun. We have, again, the lunch tickets. We're going to be serving lunch that day. And then we also have make and take projects for you to join in with as well. And then I'm going to France in May, but we can talk more about that later on after the new year. Okay, what else we got here? Heidi, anything else? Okay, awesome. All right, so here's what we're going to give away as prizes. My new fabric line, Joyful, and then we have some patches that I was giving away in the booth. So it says every stitch tells a story, and it's a quilt block, and it says Primitive Gathering. So these are the prizes for today. So keep commenting. You may win one of those. Like I always say, make Heidi notice your comment, and she might pick you. Okay, a couple other little announcements. I want to talk about our newest, or another wholesale company that we have. It's called Carrie Quilting Company, and our owner's name is Julianne Walther. She is in Cary, North Carolina, and Cary is just west of Raleigh. So if you do not know of her shop and it's close to you, please go visit, and please tell her I talked about her. Sometimes we reach out to shop owners and they don't answer us. I don't know if they don't understand, because I want to show a picture of her shop. So we contact the shops that we're telling people about, and then we want to get a picture of their shop or something. Okay, so then at Primitive Gatherings here, we have some anniversaries we want to talk about. For October, we have Heidi, yay, 4 years. All right, then we have Jackson Traska, he is 2 years, and Bernina Barb is also 2 years. I thought Barb was here longer than 2 years.
For 100 years, I thought.
I know. Really? Only 2? Is that right?
I don't think that's right.
We'll have to check on that. All right, then we have birthdays. So we have Paula Toos. She works in our office downstairs. She's the one that makes all of our books that we're going to talk about today as well. And her birthday is October 3rd, so I must have missed her birthday. And then Adrian from the shop. Adrian is also the 3rd. And we tease her. Come on. We got to call everybody by their nickname. And then we have Julie Feet. She is October 6th. And Vanessa Hilbrand, she works in kitting. Her birthday is October 22nd. And then moi, October 23rd. So we have some special things for October 23rd that we will talk about next week. Okay, but we'll have some fun stuff for you. So those, I believe, are all of the announcements. All right. So then, you want to go before or after the books?
I can go now.
Okay, let's go now. All right, so speaking of Primitive Christmas, so this is Caitlyn, and I've known her for a couple of years now. She is Jake and Maddie's friend. Her and her husband, Ranson, and their son, Wyatt, come over for holidays. So she's just like one of my kids now, right? And I still look at the pictures from the 4th of July when we were on the boat, and Wyatt. Waylon. I just why did I call him Wyatt? When you get old, you can't remember everything. Okay? You were going to let me go with that too.
You know what?
So
I'm not
Waylon,
gonna judge.
Waylon is just having a blast
Yeah.
on the boat and hanging out with his two cousins. Might as well just call them cousins, right?
They act like
Owie and Jace.
he asks about them every day.
Yes.
He
All
really
right.
does.
So Caitlyn brought. All right, you do
I
it.
brought some.
This is what she brought for
Sure.
a sharing for our get together for 4th of July. She bought
Yes. French
macaroons that
macaroons.
she makes.
Yes,
All
I
right.
do.
So
Let
you
me
want to tell
open
us a
'em.
little bit about what's going on?
Sure. So I own and operate and I'm the sole baker of Baked from My Heart. I make French macaroons all from scratch. I do lots of different flavors for this.
So what we're
event
going to
you're
do is I
having.
said, hey, how about if you come up with like 4 flavors that maybe my customers can pre-order and pick up at Primitive Christmas. So you know how I love helping people get their business started. Look at that picture.
Yeah.
Look at that picture with your dress and your macaroons. Now that couldn't
The
be
color
any
scheme is
better. Yeah,
great.
you picked the perfect outfit. All right. So she's going to talk about, this is me. She's going to talk about flavors in a second, but they are to die for. So she brought, what flavors did you bring for 4th of July? Do you remember?
I believe they were blueberry.
Okay.
Yes, I did blueberry ones. I was a vendor at Blueberry Fest in a neighborhood near us. I live in Milwaukee. And I made scratch made blueberry jam and added that into a buttercream and added that into the middle of the macarons.
Mm-hmm.
And
So how long have you been baking?
I've been baking for, gosh, probably almost 7 years now. So I was
Mhm.
working at different bakeries all around the Milwaukee area. I made cakes. I can do bread. I love sourdough now at home. Make it for my family. I really love macarons, though. They're one of my favorite things to do.
But aren't they like super picky and hard to make?
Yes, they're very difficult. It's probably the pickiest thing you can bake. It's all about temperature and time and the way you mix it. It's a labor of love, is what I say.
All right.
I had a boss tell me you have to do it 1,000 times to make sure you do it right.
Or 1,000 times to be considered an expert.
Yes,
Right?
right, something like that.
All right.
So the flavors I will be offering. This one right here, the pink tan kind of one, that one is toasted coconut chai. The green one is vanilla bean. The red one is cranberry. So they're all filled with buttercream too. So it's a cranberry flavored buttercream. So I make my own cranberry jam and mix it in. Then the orange one is apple butter. So I just made a scratch made batch of apple butter and canned it. And then I add that to the buttercream. And so those are the 4 flavors I'll be offering. To order to.
Our couch is on wheels.
I was like, oh, I'm sliding backwards. To order them to, if you wanted to pre-order, these are the 4 flavors I'll have. If you wanted to order them before the week before Christmas.
So the 13th, we said.
The 13th
So
of
on
November.
the 13th, I will
yes.
announce like, hey, if you didn't get your order into Caitlyn,
Yes.
so there is her email. So you're going
Yes.
to email her directly and you're going to deal with her and you're going to tell them price and all that
Yeah.
stuff too coming up. But you can get this assortment, or maybe you only like vanilla bean. All right. You can order just vanilla bean, right?
Yep. You can order just one flavor if you wanted them a certain color. If you were having, a big party for Thanksgiving, I can do bigger quantities. To store them, you can also freeze them for up to a month. I would just recommend taking them out of your freezer and letting them thaw in your fridge overnight before you serve them. So they stay good for quite a while. If you have any party or anything that you need, you can feel free to email me. And I also have an Instagram account too. It's Baked from My Heart, and you can follow me there. I usually post different examples of work I've done and different things I can do.
Okay, and so it's Nyhart, not my heart. That's not a typo.
It's kind of punny.
Right,
Yes.
and Nyhart is her last name.
Yes.
All right, so just to explain that all.
Yep.
All right, because I'm like, is that a mistake?
No.
Okay, awesome. So you're going to take orders up until then.
Yes.
They can. Do you are you packaging like this if they order this assortment?
Yes. If you do a 4-pack, I usually do it in this container. So then I put on my lid. I've got my little sticker on there. And then on the bottom, I will have a list of ingredients. I do bake from home. I'm a stay-at-home mom to a 3-year-old. So what prompted me to start baking by myself as I was staying home, I loved baking. I love working in bakeries and making macaroons. And so I was like, you know what? Why don't I start doing it by myself?
Yep. And then maybe once you get it going, then you can get a space.
Yes, that is the
Yes.
next thing.
Yes, because you never know, and they
Yes.
are super good.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of
Trust me, I wouldn't just let her on if they weren't good. All right. I want you to enjoy
they
them.
disappear fast. And if you are having a big gathering for Thanksgiving or even Christmas, I do suggest
skip
getting
the
a
pie.
lot.
You
Yes.
know, skip that pie.
All right.
You know, like Maddie's like, hey, you know, because my mom has passed away this year, so she's like, are we going to start practicing making pumpkin pies? I'm like, just don't. We'll do it, or we'll do something else, because I don't know if I can make a pie as good as my mom did. So, you know, I said, but you know, we'll do what we need to do.
Right.
But it's a different chain, so I'm going to put my order in as well. So I'll make sure I get my order in,
Awesome.
because
Everybody wants to know if you ship.
I do not, unfortunately, not yet.
yeah,
Unfortunately, they are very
Delicate.
Yes.
You're talking, I don't know if they heard me, but they're talking about shipping right now. So
so no shipping. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're gonna start
Sorry
off.
about that.
You remember, you know, she needs to bring them here for you to pick up.
Yes.
And do you want to talk a little bit about price?
Yes. So pricing. So for a 4-pack, I would do $12. Otherwise, for one, I would do $2.50 a piece. Obviously, if you wanted to do a bigger order, I could work in a bulk deal on that.
Okay, wait a minute. So if you buy 4, it's 12.
Yeah.
If they buy 1, it's $2.50.
I'm sorry, 10.
Okay, I'm like,
I'm sorry about that. $10 for 4, $2.50
Okay.
for 1. Yes.
okay, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, but then, you know, gifts too. You could gift
Yes.
this to each person that comes for Thanksgiving as well in this perfect package, so you don't have to worry about how they're going to get them home or anything
Mhm.
like that. So, you know, maybe you're going to a party and you want to gift this to the person who did all the work, made the turkey, that type of thing too. So kind of think about that, okay? All right.
I like to say they're good hosting gifts too.
Yes,
because
that's
if
what
you
I
show
mean.
up at someone's house with them,
Mhm,
they're going to be
mhm.
very happy.
Yeah. And I want to talk to you about your buttercream recipe after we're done, because I haven't nailed the perfect buttercream recipe yet. So
Yes.
I didn't know that you did cakes and all that stuff,
Oh,
but why
yeah.
wouldn't you, right?
Yep.
All right. So Caitlyn, if you have any more questions, put them in, or a gift for me, right? That's how I'm good with that. So yes, Heidi.
if they are, I'm sorry if you already said this, but if they are local in Milwaukee,
Yep.
is there a place they can find you there?
Yes. So I actually bake from home. I'm a cottage baker. I follow cottage laws for baking. They can pick it up from me. I can also do delivery within the Milwaukee area within reason. I have no problem doing that at all. That's no extra fee for me if you are in the Milwaukee area. But yeah, I live on the east side of Milwaukee, so I'm pretty centralized to everything.
Okay. And then, or you can have like a meeting spot, so
Yeah.
you're not wasting, more than $10 of gas
Right.
on one
Sure.
delivery. Yeah. So
Meet in
kind
the
of,
middle.
kind of think about that. So
Yeah.
make it worth your while. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for offering that. And you're going to help me. She's going to help me. So she's going to be my Vanna and
Yes.
hand me things as we talk about. So there's so much to talk about today, but we have a special that's today and tomorrow, and it is for coupon holders only. All right. So this is all of our books, I believe, are on sale for 25% off, or what is it?
I
don't think she told
have
me.
a copy of it.
Anyway, they're on sale. You know if you got the coupon. All right. So we're going to go through all of the books. I believe there are 25 quilting books that we have out. And how do you become a coupon book holder? So I know we have new people here all the time. And guess what? The opportunity is coming up. So remember, we talked about Primitive Christmas. At Primitive Christmas time, if you placed an order with us, we sent you a coupon book for the whole next year. So this is one of the opportunities that we have for, I think there's one a month, or they're spread out. I don't know how, but we want you to, it's like another little gift that keeps giving you these big discounts on our stuff all year round. So you want to start off with that one for me? Hand me that one and just
Books
have
are 30% off.
30% off. See? Woohoo! All right. So this is our wool, needle, and thread book. So this is how you keep track of all of your threads of Valdani. So we have 12, 8, 5, and 3 strand boxes there that you can keep track of all the threads that you have if you do wool applique or whatever you do. And just some other things, why I use what I do, some simple directions on how to get going, some punch needle directions in there because that's thread 2. All right, so I'll put them this way. You hand me the next one and we'll just keep going through this. All right, so this right here, triangle gatherings, this is 100 different ways to set half square triangles. So every one of these is a different configuration of 16 half square triangles. So every once in a while, we'll do a stitch along. Did you see that old picture of me? Did you see that? Did you know I used to have dark red or purple hair? I know, right? Probably not my best look. But anyway, 100 different block settings. So whether you're making 1/2 inch, or all the way up to 2 inch or whatever size, you can be making these blocks out of any size half square triangle. And then there is some pattern ideas in the back on how to set different quilts with all these triangles. All right, fun book. All right, and then we have one, this is kind of like a stitch along book, and it's called The Magic of Christmas. I believe there were 25 blocks so long ago, but still good books. Yep. 25 different red and cream blocks, but obviously we could make these any color, right? But just great blocks for another quilt along that we did way back when. Let me see when this one was. I don't know. 2018. Okay, and these books are in no particular order. They're just up here on my desk. So this is from Urban Homestead Gathering. So these are a bunch of quilts made from homespun, but pretty much any fabrics will work as well. They don't have to be homespun. So this was one of my books that was made from a fabric line. So sometimes I do a lot of piecing and sometimes a little piecing. Like this is only 5 blocks across the bottom of a quilt. So to me, this is easy peasy to get it done, right? And some just big things. But do you see that across your big bed? All right, and then we have Val's book, and this is Fun Friends and Fat Quarters. So this is a book of, I believe, 12 patterns, and they're all made from fat quarters. So they all make like 48, 50 inch, 60 inches type quilts. They're not huge quilts, but they're fun, gifty quilts, baby quilts, and they don't have to be all gray. They could be any colors. You just need 12 fat quarters that you like that coordinate together to make the quilt out of. So kind of like quilting for dummies. You just pick 12 fat quarters that go together, and then your quilt is going to turn out beautiful. And then we have Itty Bitty Celebration. So this is a little wool applique book, and it is based on little itty bitty things, little bitty designs, and I believe there's over 100 of them in the book to celebrate. Sometimes a little gift for a friend, or you can just make them all because you like them all and then display them. So like you'd have these out at Halloween, and maybe you put a different one out each week. Turkey Day. So all of the holidays are in here, birthdays, and then some things in between. All right, then we have Lakeside Gatherings. So Lakeside Gatherings was a flannel line that I had done. Let's see. I love this line of fabric, but I don't know how long ago it was.
Like 2 years ago?
Do you remember when we went to
2 or 3 years
Door County? Usually there's a page that has all.
Probably 3 years ago now.
Yeah, I don't know. There we go. Nope, no date. All right, so this is all blues and creams, but again, any colorway will work, or scrappy if you like the designs in here. There are also different projects in the back, like stitcheries. So like paddle on, maybe you're going to stay at somebody's lake house and you want a gift for them, or maybe you live in a lake house. But there's quilts and other, you float my boat pillow, all kinds of things, and then quilts for beds. I'm going backwards here. But okay. Next up, we have, takes over there harassing Caitlyn, Christmas gatherings. What did he say?
Super Saturday.
Okay, you can talk? Okay. We have Christmas gatherings here. So Christmas comes every year. So these books never go out of date. All right. So a bunch of little Christmas projects on the back here. You can kind of see some of them. All right. Caitlyn's going to come up a little closer. Caitlyn's leaving me. Got some little light bulb ornaments. I know I'm going through here fast. Quilts. Maybe not. You see all the pattern pages, but not all the quilty pages. All right, Christmas. I want to know if anybody has them all.
There's a couple ladies saying.
I think I got that one. I think I got that one. All right, garden gathering. So yeah, if you have any and you really love it, or you made 6 things out of one book, let us know. Remember, we're picking prizes. So anytime you put your comment in there, you are eligible. So this is kind of a rainbow line that I had, garden gatherings. You can come sit by me, Jake. That'll be fun.
Yo, you guys match.
We match.
Aw.
All right. So a lot of fun in this one here. Okay. Autumn gatherings. Do you want to go? You want to interrupt my book thing here going on?
Oh no, keep going. This is amazing.
Okay, yes, right, that we've done this much. So this is pumpkin spice. This was last year. So this is a fairly new one. I'll just kind of flip through. All your treasures, right?
Mm-hmm. My inheritance.
Yeah, your inheritance. Madeline has helped me make a lot of these. Yep. All right, then we have the Bible, wool, needle, and thread. I know everybody keeps calling it that, so now I have adopted that. So everything about wool applique that you need to know. Like I really wanted to stop teaching out of primitive gatherings. I want to stay here and hang out with all my grandsons and not be traveling around the country anymore. So everything that I know, I brought to this book to show you step by step by step. And I've had nothing but good reviews about this book. Everybody absolutely loves it. There are projects in the back as well. And then,
so 2.
yep. And then woolen needle and thread 2. This is all projects for what you're learning in the Bible. The wool.
I have to say, those 2 covers are awesome.
Yeah, but here's my little story. So I had to stitch these covers. You know, when you author a book, you can't wait to see the cover, right? You can like, oh my God, I can't wait to see what they do for a cover. Well, she's like, Jennifer, my really good friend says, I think you should stitch the cover. I'm like, what? I got to stitch it? So I stitch it and it is pretty cool. So I love how it turned out. All right, then we have Farmhouse Gatherings 3. This was a flannel line and all neutral colors. So grays, taupes, blacks, creams, all kinds. Look at all these quilts we've made. I mean, and I haven't done every one in every book, but a lot of them. Okay. So then we all, again, this one has pillows and projects to go along with the quilts. Snowman 4. So this is all blues and creams. I got to think about a project for our retreat in December. I think it's called Winter Blessings or Winter something. Jake's teasing me. Well, tell your story. What are you teasing me about?
So one of the first books she put out there was Winter Remember, and she left the R's long on the end.
Super funny.
And I always make jokes about it.
Yeah, he always teases me about one of those first.
She's gotten
books.
better on the names. I will say.
You don't like Winter Remembered?
No.
Okay.
It's
All right.
cute though.
Yeah. Dear Santa, a red and white book made, you know, Christmas doesn't have to be always Christmas motifs. It can be just red and white quilts that to decorate. And I love decorating my house at Christmas time and using these red and white quilts. So this was just, I think it was only 9 fabrics in the whole line, but they were just reds and creams. I say white, but you know what I mean. My white is not white. It is kind of creamy. And then American Gatherings 2. This is red, white, and blue. So we have American Gatherings 3 coming out at the end of the year, but this was 2. So any of the fabrics that are coming out at the end of the year, we'll make these as well. Again, all different sizes, small quilts, large quilts, and then stuff in the back for pillows and runners and stuff like that. Projects. Let's see the projects all right there. Oh, I always forget I got to go opposite of what I think I wanted to. So you see we have a pillow, a hexie mat, a flag banner, a little small heart pillow there. Cool stuff. All right. Then Joyful Gatherings. This is 1. So 2 is coming up next year. So do you remember me saying that I have some fabrics here? You hold on to that. So this line is Joyful Gatherings 2, which anything in this book, again, you can be make out of. If you missed Joyful Gatherings 1, we are coming out with 2. This fabric line sold so fast in the shop, like within 2 months of getting it, it was gone. So that's why I wanted to do it again. But we will have another book, Joyful Gatherings 2, with all the quilts I talked about last week. Again, here, I'll do the quick go through. Kaylee shot this at a historical home in Appleton, I believe it's the first house with electricity with, ever. Ever?
In
Appleton?
in Wisconsin, I think.
This is my favorite quilt. I love that quilt. Yeah. Lots of 1-inch half square triangles. I know you can do it. But a lot of good quilts in here, all red, cream, and green.
We have that one in our house for Christmas.
Yeah.
The green one.
Yep. Don't get your tinsel in a tangle. All right. Thank you.
One of my favorites right here.
Rustic Gathering. Yeah, Jake loves this book. So a lot of the designs in this book, Alicia did. So she has a very southwestern feel to some of her quilts, and you will see that.
I love the oranges. The oranges. The tone of the oranges you guys nailed.
Yeah. Yeah, we do orange pretty well here at Primitive Gatherings. Where is that one? Like, see how that's kind of very southwestern? Where is that one? I think it was called Thunderbird. This is cool too. This was shot in our neighbor up the road. They had a brand new horse barn. So some of the photos in here there's horses in here, and they're just beautiful. I gotta show you a picture of a horse. Oh, there's that one. And where is that Thunderbird one?
Isn't it great?
Like, look at this. Look at this photography Miss Kaylee did. Isn't that gorgeous?
That's Dirk.
Dirk?
Dirk?
He's a real horse.
Yeah, that's a real horse.
I don't know if he was a paid actor. I don't know.
My
Paid
kids-
actor.
My kids favor that horse to ride.
I can't find one of my favorite quilts in here. I know what's in here. Oh, right there it is on the back. I would never do this quilt. All right. I mean, I would never piece this quilt, but I love it. Just because I don't have the, look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? I've seen a couple people do it, so I'm just chicken. But it doesn't go with my house on the lake, but it's a beautiful, beautiful quilt. All right, we're getting down there. Hang with me. Red and white gatherings, all red and white. We'll flip through that quickly. Kaylee's visiting all her photography here, right, Kaylee?
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite quilts to shoot? Do you remember?
Starlight.
What?
Starlight
Starlight. The blue and white ones over at the barn over there?
at the Greeno Mansion.
Oh, at the Greeno Mansion. Do you remember when we did the lighthouse in Door County?
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun too.
That lakeside.
Oh,
A lot of the quilts in here we stitched with clear thread too,
yeah. Yes. So I think that's what makes,
especially on the red and white.
yeah. So whenever I give a tour, when I get to your room, your Bernina room, and they see all the red and white quilts, I'm like, okay, look at these quilts. Tell me what you see or you don't see. And nobody can figure out what I'm talking about until I point out that, when you hand your quilt over to the long arm quilter and you have to pick a thread color, or she picks a thread color, what color is she going to pick on a red and white quilt? Are you going to pick white? And then on the red, you're going to see white thread, or on vice versa. On the red, you're going to see white. So I make the guys quilt in what do you call it, monofilament, or is it called, what is it called? What's the exact word? Nylon? But it's very pliable, very beautiful, sinks into the quilt.
Yeah.
Has a smidge of a shine, but once you wash it,
Not if you don't do overlapping designs.
Oh,
Like
okay.
something nice geometric that doesn't go over itself, it's not too shiny. But if it's doing like a stem of a leaf or a flower, or
and it goes over a couple
feather,
times.
goes over a couple times, is when you start to really see the sheen.
But that sheen disappears a lot once the quilt is washed.
And we get it all the time. Well, is this gonna hold up? Is this that?
So
I mean, I've had a camper quilt that I probably washed 50 or so times, you know, and dried on high heat. Like I torture it. And it's,
yeah, and they still hold up.
we still sleep underneath.
Right.
It's great.
All right. This one is Urban Patchwork Gathering. So reds, creams and grays, all shades of grays, blacks, creams. I know that snowflake one. Yeah. Truck pillow.
Wow, so all the words are two sides, huh?
Yeah.
Need
Oh,
to
yeah.
blow anything
Nope.
up? Are they
Nope.
already
Everything. You
flipped?
might have to tape it together, but
Ah,
there's plenty of overlapping ways to Terry's really good about laying these out. Like this is a cool pillow. I haven't seen this one in a while. It's probably in the shop somewhere.
didn't you guys used to have to like flip things and blow them up and do all that? To be able to
Well,
trace
because
them?
we use fusible web,
Yeah.
I always reverse my patterns. So they're this way. But we also give you a layout and a reverse of the pattern. So we have tracing diagrams and full-size layouts that you tape together. And sometimes if it's a mat and it's a repeated mat, we don't give you the full mat. We'll give you a quarter of it or 2/3 of it or whatever, so you can get the idea. But if it's all different, then we give you everything. But if it's repeated in the same, we won't give you the same one. We're trying to save a few trees. So this is Starlight Gatherings. So we shot this in winter. The snow was out. Blue and white, if you haven't figured that out. Kaylee, I think that one of those little buildings fell down at that barn over there.
Really?
Yeah, that old shed
Mm.
like collapsed.
Really?
This was so cool. So if you love blue and white, and this one is only quilts. This one does not have any projects in it. Then Yuletide Gatherings. This was a flannel line that I had, but remember, it doesn't have to be flannel. You can make this out of any fabrics that we have. And let me tell you, I just bought a whole bunch of Christmas fabric for next year at Market. Some wool projects in the back, our pillows, runner. You can spell out words or initials. American one. This is weird. Okay, here we go. Red, white, and blue again, the original American Gatherings. Some Jelly Roll friendly, 5-inch charm friendly quilts. American Outlander. Some snowballs. Little 1.5-inch strips made this quilt. Honey bun flag quilts. Some other little projects. Urban, another gray line. We sometimes forget, after a fabric line is gone, because like even though this book is full of gray, you could make these in any color. Farmhouse, another flannel one. And they just happen to be next to each other. They're probably years and years apart here. This is one of my favorite quilts. Reflection. This one is double-sided. Remember quilting that?
Double reverse.
Yeah.
I love naps.
Who doesn't love naps? I love naps when I can nap. I hate it when I can't nap. I try. Okay, Star and Stripe Gatherings. This line was red, white, and blue, but it had a little bit of tan in it too. And like I absolutely love this quilt right here. So you see how it's red, white, and blue, but then it was every red half square triangle, blue half square triangle, and cream half square triangle is laid with a tan. So that made that work when you have tans in your line. But if there's only red, white, and cream, you can't make that quilt. So again, more red, white, and blue. Projects, towels, pin cushions, all a bunch of goodies. All right, so that is the 25 books that we have on sale for 30% off. Remember, if you want to be in next year's coupon crowd, that you will do a purchase for Primitive Christmas. And Primitive Christmas is all about our gift to you. Like, we're going to give you 4 patterns and a kit for an ornament if you purchase $40, I believe, on the 20th through the 23rd. And of course, we're going to have a whole bunch of free stuff for you and very new and unique things like, hey, maybe you need a gift to give one of your quilting friends. Like, these are all fat quarters package. So we're already packaging these cool items for you to pick up during Primitive Christmas. So these are Lella Boutique's fabrics that we got in this year. So this is just like one of the things that we're going to give away, or that we're going to have on sale. And then this we're going to put up pretty soon. This is a scissor collection from Moda. We, as designers and shop owners, we got this as a gift for Moda's 50th anniversary. So check them out, Jake. They are so well done. I believe they are $69.99 for the 2 of them in this beautiful case. Yeah, that's a very good price. All right. So these are going to be on our website soon. We'll talk about them as soon as they are up. Okay. So those are some of the things that you can buy during Primitive Christmas to meet that $40. All right. So you want to talk about what you came on to talk about?
Yeah. So I just have one thing real quick to talk about as far as Bernina stuff. October 18th is our Super Saturday, so that's special financing. So one day we have 2 great. Is it on?
No, it's on.
We have 2 great offers. So the first offer is 72 months, no interest, equal pay, minimum purchase of $10,000, which is awesome. So if you wanted to finance a full system, you know, that's one of the best days to do it, right? 72 months, no interest. That's
6
awesome.
years, yeah, no interest.
And then the other one is 48 months, no interest, minimum purchase of $3,500.
So that was more like for domestic machines. Correct.
Or yep.
Cool.
So yeah, those are coming up here in, what is it, a week?
Yeah, 18th you said?
Yeah,
So
a week.
let's see, the calendar's right there.
Yeah,
So it's on Saturday.
So if you're looking to get in some special financing days, you don't want to miss that. So hit us up. Let us know how we can help you out.
All right, yeah, free
and
money.
Also pre-order these. These macaroons.
Yeah, she's so sweet,
awesome.
Isn't she? Yeah.
I can attest to it. I've eaten many of them. They're awesome.
Oh yes, it's super fun to help her.
Yep.
Help her on her way to her journey of owning her own bakery. Right. I mean, you already own it, but you know, you got to start baby steps, right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, I'm out of here.
All right. Thank you for coming on, helping me out. So then next week we have a bunch of other stuff to talk about that I'm going to say. We have some new books to give away that I've gotten from Market. We've got a cool thimble to talk about. We got some new Valdani threads to talk about. So I'll save those for next week to talk about. But I just wanted to make sure that we talked about the books being on sale today. And then this is our weekend quilt. I don't remember if we had it on a live. I don't think so, did we? So this is called Pipeline. It is flannel. Our kit is flannel. It does not have to be flannel, but if you want, is $108 for the kit and pattern. And can't get any more easy than those big half square triangles and then the little ones on the side. So that was our weekend quilt that came out on the 3rd, I believe.
Yeah, last Friday.
Yeah, the 3rd.
Already.
Okay, so I have announcements. Do we have any questions that I need to address, Heidi? Nothing too much?
I don't think so.
Okay. I love the quilt behind you. Thanks, Mary. I made most of it. Madeline might have made most of it. I designed it. I picked out the fabrics, what we had in the warehouse. So sometimes it's not rocket science. All right, our winners of the Joyful 2 mini charm and the Every Stitch Tells a Story patch from Primitive Gatherings are Susan Slover, So It Seems, and Julia Sander. You are today's winner. Please contact Heidi at the email address on the screen right now. Give her your physical address so she can send you your prizes. And I'm sure she'll throw in some other goodies as well, as she always does. All right. Thank you for joining me today. And let's make Caitlyn's day and order her macaroons for our Primitive Christmas event. I know you all can't because you're not all here in Wisconsin, but I'm hoping my Wisconsin girls come through for her. And we really appreciate helping other people's business get going. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all here at Primitive Gatherings, where every stitch tells a story.